Hey, this is Matt with My Florida Homebuyers. I am driving around today looking at foreclosures, basically houses that are going to foreclosure auction this week. Driving around, taking a look, seeing if they're vacant or occupied, checking the condition, trying to get an idea of what needs to be done as far as repairs so that we can hopefully bid on some of these and buy one this week, or maybe buy two this week. So I thought it would be a great time to do a video on foreclosure, and if you're in foreclosure, or if you're about to go into foreclosure, give you some options for getting out of foreclosure or stopping the foreclosure. So number one way you can stop foreclosure is selling the house. Obviously that will stop the foreclosure because you'll pay off the lender and you'll get out from under the house and everything will pretty much go away. That is if you have enough equity. Now, most people have equity nowadays just because the market has been appreciating over the last, 10 years or so, ever since the recession, basically. So most people are going to have equity. You might not have equity if you bought the house 6 months ago, just because you probably bought it for market value, and if you had an FHA loan, you probably owe pretty close to market value. But for the most part, people have equity nowadays. So the best way to get out from under the foreclosure is to sell the house. Now, if you need to sell the house fast, maybe you've been served with the foreclosure papers and there's been a foreclosure date set, an auction date set. Maybe you need to sell it fast. You don't have time to wait for a realtor to sell the house. Maybe the house needs repairs and it's going to take a while to sell if a realtor has it, or maybe you don't have the money to make the repairs to get it to sell quickly. We can help you out with that. We're actually cash home buyers. We can buy the house quickly, close in as little as 7 days, and basically we offer a guaranteed closing. So if we don't close, we give you $1,000, and that way you know that you're going to close. You don't have to worry about it, and we'll buy the house as is, no repairs needed. And basically you can leave whatever you don't want. A lot of people just take what they want and leave, and we clean out the rest. We'll donate it to charity, or we'll take it to the dump. So that's a great way to get out from under a foreclosure. If you're limited on time, you're up against the clock as far as the foreclosure auction, and you need to get the house sold, we can give you a competitive cash offer and buy the house from you with a guaranteed closing. If you have more time and maybe the house is in really good condition and you have a lot of time on your hands, maybe you haven't been served with the foreclosure papers yet, you can also list it with a realtor and sell it that way. A lot of people that contact us, though, don't really have the time for that. Foreclosure, the average foreclosure time is 180 or 200 days, something like that. And a lot of people, for some reason, wait until the very last minute to contact us. And they usually don't have time to get a realtor involved. We actually had a lady a few months ago, and she reached out to us the day before the foreclosure auction and wanted us to buy her house. And that's not even enough time for us to even go look at the house, let alone make her an offer and purchase it and go through the whole thing. So reach out to us as soon as possible. Whether we buy the house or whether we refer you to the #1 real estate team in the area, we have a great relationship with them. We can refer you to them and they can get the house sold for you. Whether we buy it or whether they sell it, we'll get the house sold for you one way or another. And then some less popular options for stopping foreclosure that we see. Short sales aren't as popular as they used to be, just because not as many people are upside down in their equity like they used to be, because the market's been appreciating. They're not as popular. You see them occasionally, but not very often. Strategic foreclosures, that's a term that attorneys throw around. That basically it just means you're going to go into foreclosure, but you're going to protect your assets beforehand. And then also bankruptcy, and we see bankruptcy a lot these days. It's probably the #1 way that people are stopping foreclosure, unfortunately, is they're filing bankruptcy. In fact, I have a list of properties here that I've looked at today that are coming up for auction this week, and probably half of them will actually file bankruptcy and stop the foreclosure that way. So, but now they have a bankruptcy on their record, so you don't want to do that. So ideally, if you have equity and you can sell the house, you should sell the house. That's the best way to get out from under the foreclosure. So like I said, if you have a house that you have some equity in, or maybe if you don't think that you have equity, I mean, you could have an equity and you don't know it. Give us a call, go on our website, fill out the form there. We ask you things like your mortgage payment and if you're behind, that sort of thing, just to get an idea how we can help you. And we can make you a cash offer on it, and we can buy your house, or If it's better for you, we can actually refer you to the #1 real estate brokerage in the area, and they can actually get the house sold for you. So either way, we have you covered. Just give us a call or go on the website. My name is Matt. I'm with My Florida Homebuyers. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next video.